I'm sorry, are you addressing me? Because your authority is not recognized in Fort Kickass.
Are not rubbers. Oh my god. Okay, yes, you can rub them, but just please don't hurt my family.
Men, we're not robbers.
Oh.
Hi, this is Harry from Mike1inFive.
This is Brian from One Man Standing.
This is Nate from Shit to the Sun.
This is Jess from Shoot Lab.
You're listening to Dr.Bones.
Dr.Bones and Mike. Dr.Bones and Mike.
And you're listening to New Music Saturdays.
This is Martin from Dylan Rock.
JJ from Juxta.
Hey, this is Leslie
And Jason.
of The Sweetest Condition. New Music Saturday.
Music Saturday.
New Music Saturday.
New Music Saturday.
And you're listening to New Music Saturdays.
New Music Saturday. Dr.Bones and Mike. New Music Saturday.
Right on, and we are live after 2 weeks off. It's myself, Dr. Bones, and the guitarist for everybody, which they were, Mike1inFive.
Yeah, I forgot about that intro. Hello. You know how to build a man up.
Yeah. So,
How's it going?
man, good. We've been off for 2 weeks. Last week I was on vacation, and the reason I was off last weekend is because I went to Montreal, which is the hometown where I grew up in, for my sister's wedding. And of course, she picked a long weekend in Canada because it was Thanksgiving weekend as well. But what are you gonna do? So I left here Friday morning, so I was supposed to be in Montreal, so with enough time to check in the hotel and go to the rehearsal at the church, which was at 4 o'clock. So I left the house about 7 o'clock, and usually it's about a 7-hour drive. Of course, there's traffic. Why wouldn't there be? You know, and I get through Toronto, which was a surprising part, because usually Toronto is where the traffic really slows down because it's a big metropolitan. There's a bunch of collectors, and the highways are just ridiculous. And I got through there, and once I got through there, after that was a pain. 2 lanes, 1 lane, 2 lane, 1 lane. It's like, oh my god, so it's getting really frustrating. I mean, it wasn't a huge slowdown, but enough to be a pain. You know, of course, I only had to stop once or twice, and then I get about, let's say, maybe about 3.5 hours away, and I got my music going. You know, people are texting, what have you. So I'm using the Siri to respond hands free. Anyways, so. I looked down, it's like 25% power. I was like, okay, no problem. I can't find my car charger. It's like, oh my, you know, deleted expletive. So I'm driving on the highway to the 401. I look to my right. Never in my life was I so happy to see a Walmart. So the next exit, I pull the exit right to the Walmart. Get out of the car, I burn for the back for electronics, I see what I need to grab it, $20, pay for it, I'm out, I'm back in the car, right on the road. It's like, man, that was so quick, but so thankful there was a Walmart. There was never so happy to see one. all for having
That's it, man.
well, and that's the thing, it's just
otherwise it's 3.5 hours of silence or crap radio.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have like maybe a couple C's in the car, but it's not that. The thing is, I didn't really need the GPS until I got to Montreal, because I've been driven Montreal a long time, so it's more or less to navigate around the city to the hotel. Otherwise, getting there, it's pretty much a straight shot all the way. So it's not rocket science by any means.
Yeah, definitely. That helps.
So right, eh? But when I saw this, I was like, oh man, what if I done something I'm gonna do? Maybe I could stop at a hotel, so I can put my phone in for 20 minutes, and then I see the Walmart. I was like, yes.
Job done. Moving on.
Yeah, exactly. So I got that.
Did you make it
Oh,
on time?
what's that? Sorry.
Did you make it on time?
I got to Montreal about 20 after 3, and I should have been there about maybe half hour, 45 minutes before, but because of the traffic, it held me up, because once I got to Montreal is usually, there's traffic and there's construction, and that's a given. It's completely understood. But this time, all the highways into downtown, or the kind of main highway into downtown, was under huge repair, so more so than normal. So the highway's under construction, and a lot of the overpass are in construction, so everything's trying to torn apart, so there's like barely any room between you and the car next to you. It's like you go an inch too far one way, you're going to scrape the wall. You go an inch too far the other way, you're going to scrape the car next to you. And of course, Montreal drivers are effing insane. I mean, I know that's where I got my license, but I have no idea how long it took me to break some of those aggressive habits. So, yeah, it was so. I'm watching this. It's like, how do you people get by without like surviving to the next day? Just because it's way too aggressive. I mean, like, you know, horns are honking, and they're almost clipping people's front ends or back ends. It's just ridiculous. So I get to the hotel, and what happens is I get there, and there's one elevator to go from the underground parking upstairs, and then after that you go to the next elevator to go up to the top floor, go to the lobby and check in. And I'm the only one in the elevator, and I'm muttering myself and stupid effing traffic and blah blah blah, on and on and on. And then I have my bag, my suit on my shoulder, I got my head down, so I'm not really paying attention. And then I look up, and all I hear is, oh, there he is, long drive, hello. Like everybody's gonna be like, hello. I was like, yes, but no time to talk. I gotta check in. So I'm walking and talking with my dad, and I go to check in, and then so I get all checked in. So we're upstairs, says, give me like 10 minutes, not even, and I'll be good to go. And so I run up, the elevator upstairs, and I'll like rush to my room, toss my bag in, try to get all my stuff ready. So I'm frantically like running around, so I'm pretty much almost all ready to go. And then I'm all ready to go, and I go outside. Well, I'll say in my hotel room. And I go to the elevator and see my brother and his wife, and he's like, what's going on? So I gotta rush down, try to go to the rehearsal. It's like, they already left. I was like, they already left? It's like, fuck. He's like, no, we actually didn't have to go. I was like, oh, Christ. Well, I'm gonna go sit down for 5 minutes, Like, all that rushing for nothing. And, the thing is, too, is like, I should have worn the shirt, but I didn't, so I had to iron it. Of course, what happens? First plug doesn't work. So I'm thinking, like, why does it take so long to heat up? So try the next plug. Next plug doesn't work. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. Am I going insane? Here's this thing just not heating up. Then finally the plug works. Like, oh, well, thank God. I get that third plug. Oh my God. Like, it's kind of, Murphy's Law was kind of acting somewhat casually, right?
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, everything's said and done. It was a lot of fun. The first night. So for the rehearsal dinner, we went to the Keg, which is a big steak restaurant across Canada, and the steaks are amazing, by the way. So we went there for the rehearsal dinner. And it was really, really good. And I've been there a long time. So what happened is my dad orders the wine for the table. He gets 4 red and 1 white. So my dad's at the head of the table, and I'm literally sitting like kind of just beside him, so we kind of turn to a diagonal. I'm facing him. So he, the waiter comes over and gives him the wine taste. He's okay, good. So the waiter goes up and down the table, and keep in mind I have a wine glass in front of me the entire time here. Okay, so it goes up and down the table, and apparently I turned invisible. So I didn't get any wine. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe you forgot. I'll give him a few minutes. So I'm waiting. So it's 5 minutes have gone by. Then my dad says, you know what? He goes, I'm gonna try the white now. So he asks the waiter. He goes, no, can you bring me the bottle of white? So the waiter brings me the bottle of white. But here's what he does. Here's what kills me is the glass he takes to give my dad to taste it was the one right in front of me, and I looked at him and I said, seriously? And he's like, what? He goes, did you want some wine? I said, I've been trying to, but you passed me about 3 times. Not to mention the fact you just took the wine tasting glass right from in front of me. What does that tell you? Oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. And on and on. And then the rest of the night, my wine glass was never empty.
I bet.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it. It wasn't the fact that he hadn't poured the wine and passed me up a few times. It was the fact that he took the glass right from in front of me to give a taste of the wine. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like, okay, now you're taking the piss.
Yeah, so, but man, it just it killed me. I was like, I was in shock. I was like, I literally looked at him and said, seriously? Because normally you wouldn't say boo and like whatever, right? In that big of a setting, it's usually like what the waiter put the wine because that's part of the job, right? And that's not a knock to them; it's just the way it goes. But man, I couldn't believe it. Like I was really like, that's a great story, but man, what the hell? I mean, and it gets even better because in Quebec, the only province in Canada where it's legal to drink with 18, and with my beard, you're right. I apparently look like I'm 12, like.
I look like I'm 12 if I have a shave.
Yeah. But it
I
just.
got ID'd for cigarettes a few weeks ago. I was like, amazing. I've just turned 32. Thanks very much.
Yeah, exactly. You want my ID? Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. The only time you're happy to pull your ID out, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I once. So now you have to be 18 to smoke here, but years ago you had to be 16 to smoke and 17 to drive.
Right.
And I turned up at a garage in my car at the age of 17 or 18. I said, "Oh, can I have a pack of smokes, please?" And they said, "Have you got any ID?" And I said, "Yeah, it's parked on the forecourt. It's right there. I just drove up in it." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, think about it. You have to be 17 to drive and 16 to smoke, so I must be at least 17, right?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't think about it like that." And all this time I was like rummaging through my wallet. I was like, "I don't actually have my driving license or anything on me, but do you believe me?" He was like, "Yeah, all right." I was like, "Well, what a random question in a garage." So.
What are the odds, eh?
Oh man, it happens all the time.
Well, yeah. No, aren't you special?
It happens regularly now, sadly, but.
All right, man. Well, let's get going here. Actually, a few more things. Shout out. We'll play a song from later, but is Stuart from Premium Blend Radio's birthday today, and
Yes.
Unfortunately, he's not listening right now because he's overcome with emotion. But. But no, he'll be listening later. He's actually out right now. But I want to give a big shout out to Stuart, who will have on the show hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe the next month or so. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, he runs a great show, Premium Blend Radio, which is awesome. He always has bands on and interviewing them in live stuff, so it's really cool. So happy birthday, Stuart.
Yeah, happy birthday, Stu. He's a quality guy as well. I've met him a couple of times at various things, and I actually came in one Tuesday. We normally practice on a Tuesday. He does his show on a Tuesday, so I always try and catch up, but I've always missed out going in. But we had this week off a few months ago, and I went in and just chatted to him about all sorts. I chatted to him about this show. I chatted to him about 1-in-5, obviously,
right.
Sussex Music Festival. Yeah, we just shot the shit, I suppose, if you like, and just chatted about everything. It's quality. He's a really cool guy.
Another couple more things. The new Lemonade Kid album featuring Damsel in the Dollhouse, Forgotten Bee, and Alice Peters Burns is out November 3rd, so we'll be sure to be tuned in for that. And so very excited about that. And then a quick note on Colt 48, who are playing tonight. Their new EP comes out November 2nd. It'll be worldwide, so digitally for free worldwide, actually. So he says what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to start like a regular program for releasing music. So fingers crossed, he said we'll have something new for the show very, very soon.
Nice, good stuff. Well, that's quality because they're brilliant as well. So November's going to be a good month, I'd say.
Oh, absolutely. So a lot of cool things right there. So but let's get going. Here is a new Operation Neptune Spear song. This one's called Designer Puppets. Dig this.